Or masterminding, okay? Now, I don't know what it means to mastermind, but I would expect it means a collected group of people that come together to collect a mastermind. Yes. Okay, so what's going on? What's happening? So welcome to this week, July 20th, Mastermind. Welcome to all the Cardone U members, Cardone On Demand members, all of you studying, committed entrepreneurs looking to increase your sales game, be the best you can be, to do the things you need to do, to take care of your family, to be the he or she you need to be, because you know you need some game. Now look, I just finished writing the Millionaire booklet and the new Playbook to Millions, okay? You're going to see some pieces of this, for instance, in Cardone U, and also on Cardone On Demand, you're going to see the personal finance. The personal finance program is what kicked off this Playbook to Millions program, okay? And if that personal finance, there's 28 segments of content there that I think you're going to find mind-blowing.
No, you need some game.
Real quick, while I set up for Jared here, I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to pop in today, say hi to everybody, see how you're doing, see what's going on. I want to share an ad with you. I'd love your feedback on this ad. And then I want to tell you why I'm doing this ad and what this ad has to do with your business. This is 120 words. And by the way, I encourage everybody to write their own ad. Okay, even if you're not a
Dude, that's a great exercise.
You should write your own ad, man. It's a great exercise, Jared just said. Write your own ad. Who are you? What are you doing? So here, I'm going to give you an ad. Y'all want to play a game with me? 305-865-8668.
Let's play a game.
305-865-8668. I'd love to hear from you today. 305-865-8668. We'll be taking your questions about Cardone University, Cardone On Demand. 21 million served at Cardone U and Cardone On Demand. The #1 sales training system on planet Earth. We haven't heard from any other planets, but we do know that we are in contention in this universe for the #1 sales system in the world. 21 million.
That was verified with the Chinese. That was verified by the Chinese.
If you're not on Cardone U yet, on Cardone On Demand. Cardone On Demand, let me tell you the distinction here. Cardone On Demand is our automotive program. Cardone U is a general program. So if you're automotive, you want to be on Cardone On Demand. If you're in other sales, door-to-door, face-to-face, internet, virtual, tangible, intangible. You want to be on Cardone,
online marketing.
95% of our products are sold online here. Okay, I mean we do most of our deals over the phone or as e-commerce.
Yep.
So some of you out there are selling retail. You know, we do business with Sprint. Give them some of the names: Facebook, LinkedIn, Salesforce,
Google, Northwestern Mutual, Morgan Stanley,
so
U.S. Army.
What's the difference between the U.S. Army that's recruiting, Sprint that's selling a contract, and let's say Northwestern Mutual?
How they get in front of the customer.
Yeah,
but other than that, everything's exactly
one of them selling
the same.
a piece of paper.
Yeah.
By the way, Sprint's selling a piece of paper. Because the guys at Sprint say, but we're different than Northwestern Mutual. I'm like, dude, how you different, dude? They sell a piece of paper. You sell a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? We don't sell paper. Sure you do, man. The guy's got to sign a piece of paper at the end of the deal and say, hey, yeah, I want that life insurance. The Sprint guy needs to say what? I want that insurance. I want the
cell phone
the cell phone package. And then when they go to the U.S. Army to get recruited because he couldn't pay for his insurance and he couldn't pay for his cell phone, the military said, sign this piece of paper, bro. You're going to Iraq for 2 years. Or, truth is we don't know where you're going to go. You might not go anywhere. You might just stay right here in Greenville, South Carolina, dude, and clean toilets.
Greenville.
Okay, so look, let me read you this ad, all right? The point is what? What is the point, dude? You guys, I sell $1 products. I sell a $10 book. I sell a $500 program. I sell a $50,000 program. I go talk Friday. I'm going to talk. They're paying me more money than all those numbers I just mentioned to talk for an hour. It doesn't matter what you're selling, man. It doesn't matter whether it's a plane, a set of balls, a book, a life insurance contract, okay? Advertising, SEO. It doesn't matter what you're selling. What matters is, are you selling? Do you know what to say? Do you know where you're at in the sales cycle? Have you even gotten anybody's attention? Okay, now I'm setting up to read an ad to you. Me and Jared have been working this ad out, and we've been really frustrated because it's getting looked at, but it's not getting the conversions we want.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go back and write an ad, dude, you got to understand sales to write an ad.
And this is great because this kind of taps into the elevator pitch type idea, where you have to communicate a lot of information in a short period of time and make sure that it reveals enough pain to get you time and get you the opportunity.
And we don't know if we hit on it right, but we keep working on it, okay? You got to be committed, man. And you got to understand everything is a sales game, okay? Everything is a sales game. I don't actually need this, do I, guys? I'm not talking into this, right?
No, you don't.
Yeah, I'm sitting there freaking leaning into it. So you got to understand you are in a sales game every door that you walk through, okay? Whether it's an ad or an appointment, if it's
or an incoming call or an outbound call.
John, this got to be charged to work. Outbound call, inbound call.
Inbound internet lead.
Dude, if it's
email
a bunch
out,
of internet
cold
e-commerce
email.
guys, these
Yep.
e-commerce guys, they don't get there in sales.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get a guy yesterday, buys the book, okay? Buys the book, my e-commerce guys. I'm like, hey man, did you hit that guy? That guy with an email as soon as he bought saying, hey, you can go from the $4.95 to the $495. Did you hit him with that? Dude, it's yes or no, bro. It ain't It's either you did or you didn't. No, we didn't. Well, that's called the second sale. The moment a guy makes a sale, it is in that moment. Mm-hmm. Not a next day, man. It's now, bro.
Now, but why is that second sale so important, and why is it so often missed?
Because what happens is this guy was on my website. I'm going on. He's looking around. He didn't go there buy one thing, dude. He looked around. And what happened to him? He went there for something, to look or to buy. Mm-hmm. One of the two. He didn't run into my website by accident. Mm-hmm. Then he got there and he's like, you know, I'm going to buy Cardone. He might have gone there to buy this, and got chicken.
Yep.
He lost his certainty in the buying cycle. In the buying cycle, the buyer goes into uncertainty, right? He goes up and down, certain, uncertain, certain, uncertain.
And the closer you get to certainty,
Dude,
the more likely they are to buy. The lower you go in certainty, the less
Let's
likely.
say he was on my website. I don't know what happened on the website. Let's say he was on the website and he was certain, man, I'm buying Playbook to Millions. I'm going to do it, okay? And all of a sudden he heard his baby cry in the other room.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. Interrupted his purchase.
Yep.
Totally out of my control.
Yep.
Runs off to the baby and he's like, you know, I don't need to do this right now. Comes back in, the baby's sick right now or something.
Yep.
He's reminded the baby's sick. His certainty dropped.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what did he do? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and get something here. Why? Because I've been here.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and buy the $9.95 purchase. So watch, he buys that. My guy gets the order. Right now, the mistakes we make, okay? Because I want to make sure that we're telling people mistakes we make every day. That lead comes into our office and goes to a guy that's on the phone. It shouldn't. I mean, it should go to the phone guy.
Right. But first.
But even my internet guys, my e-commerce guys, that don't think they're salespeople, they should. Hey man, congratulations, super job, man. You're gonna love this book. Okay, it's going out right now. We should be shipping. We should be confirming to a text number, by the way, not a phone number, okay, or an email. We should be confirming at a text number. That's all that data's in the phone material in your Cardone U.
Yep. Phones follow up.
And why we're doing that, that's why my internet department needs to understand what I'm teaching in sales. Because, dude, it doesn't matter where you go. You guys got to understand, it doesn't matter what department you're in sales. Mm-hmm. Everything is being a sale, right? So at that point, they need to be like, hey, man, Grant wants to give you the Playbook to Millions. The line should be, Grant, thank you for your purchase. Grant wants to give you Playbook to Millions.
Grant wants to give you $4,500.
I want to give it to you, bro. Doesn't matter the fact that you give me money. My product has to be worth more than the money I get, right? I'm going to give this to you, and I got a special offer for you, okay? Hit the link, da-da-da. By the way, we'll give you your $10 back.
You actually say something that I think is pretty important about the second sale. So for people out there, you may think that asking for the second sale can sometimes threaten the first purchase. And so you really got to be careful with when and how you use this. So obviously you want to secure the first purchase first.
Congratulate it, acknowledge it.
And then present. And something that's interesting that happens.
You don't want to wait till you ship.
Right.
Dude, I'm packaging it up right now. We're putting it together. How about I include this right now? Mm-hmm. Okay?
Because that actually validates the first purchase.
No, man, let me get started with this. No problem, dude. Anything else you want me to put in a package? We love you. You're going to be in communication with this customers. As soon as you're done with this guy, you're doing it with another guy. So keep that in mind. All of this material, by the way, is sitting in 1,500 segments of content. You guys that are on Cardone U, I don't have battery. You guys that are on Cardone U, you guys that are on Cardone On Demand, okay? The content is there. Every week it gets stronger, better, deeper, okay? You think you watched it. You guys don't even know what's there yet. I'm just telling you the truth of the situation, okay? Now I'm going to read this ad to you. Keep this in mind, because when I do the ad, I'm thinking like a salesperson.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Jared driving in his car in LA or Kansas, St. Louis, Houston, Texas, Lafayette. He's driving down the road. Or there's a storm in freaking Oklahoma.
Tornadoes.
Okay, he's got a cop behind him. He's listening to CNBC or CNN. They're talking about the people at CNN talking about Trump's an idiot, and the people at CNBC think he's going to help this or that. It's all garbage, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden he gets this ad. The ad needs to get his attention. Attention, business owners.
Shame on you.
Maybe I should do that.
I was thinking you should do that.
Dude,
shame on you.
Attention business owners, shame on you. I love that.
Yeah.
Your company lives and dies by sales, and you're walking away from sales unnecessarily.
Dude, that would be freaking.
Look, today hiring a sales team and having them produce at high levels can seem almost impossible. But it doesn't have to be. Hi, my name's Grant Cardone. I'm a New York Times bestselling author. I love that opening.
Right.
I'm a New York Times bestselling author of 5 business books. By the way, notice how much if you guys would just be willing to be authentic and transparent. Okay.
Yep.
I use every opportunity. I don't know why I'm holding this plastic knife right here, because I'm freaking angry. Okay. I have this opportunity right now for this audience to give me feedback on this. And when I did that, attention business owners, shame on you.
Shame on you.
I love that, dude. You got to add that to this, okay? Why? My name's Grant Cardone, New York Times bestselling author of 5 business books. You may have seen me on TV turning businesses around. For 30 years, I've been paid millions of dollars by some of the most successful sales organizations in the world to do one thing, and one thing only: increase sales. And now I want to do that for you. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com. It's tiredofmissingsales.com. Tiredofmissingsales.com. Go there, and I'm going to set you up with a free consultation of how I can increase your sales by as much as 100% by solving one single problem. That's one problem, not all your problems. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com. It's tiredofmissingsales.com. It's free. No commitments, no obligations, no contracts, no money. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com. I'm going to increase your sales for free. So now, what's that guy? Remember when he gets
clarify one thing. Yeah. You guys have the product we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So y'all don't need to.
CardoneU.com, CardoneOnDemand.com. You're either in an automotive business. We create a retail automotive industry-specific service, parts, sales, everything to do with cars.
Finance, admin, reception.
It was so successful, we created a Cardone University for general sales. We continue to add content in there: chiropractors, dentists, insurance agent,
SEO, technology.
Okay, tangible, intangible. People selling $1 products, $1 million products. People raising money, charitable.
Millennials, Gen
millions.
X, Gen Y,
Millions,
baby boomers,
everybody with different problems. Like right now, we're dropping webinar content on there. Okay, you guys get webinar content. Okay, 10x Super Life content. What if sales isn't your problem today, dude? You're waking up, you're like, dude, I just had three.
You need to get motivated, man.
I need to think bigger.
Yep.
Maybe you're the general manager of the place, or you run the operation. Maybe you're making $1 million a year, and you're sick of making freaking $1 million a year that can fit in one 15-inch bag.
Oh man, it's nothing.
You're like, shit, man, I got $1 million. What the fuck? What's $1 million? It's nothing, man. Shit.
I feel like Floyd Mayweather right now.
Yeah. And maybe you're sick of it. Maybe you're sick of clipping that mill every year. And you're like, dude, if this don't get big,
I'm going to get disinterested.
I'm just going to blow it all, man, because I'm not having fun. Hey, let's talk to Colby from Louisiana. Colby, what do you think of my ad, dude?
Is it on the speakers up here, guys?
Yeah.
Colby? Selby? Hello. Hey, there you are. There you are. What's going on?
What's going on? I was calling to see how many people you know that are worn out, exhausted, and dealing with discomfort. I'm a VIP brand promoter for Lavelle.com, and we are actually about to be featured in USA Today. I don't know if you're familiar with that magazine, but this Friday we are going to be featured along with 4 other companies, one being Uber. We're right next to number 2 spot.
And what's the name of your company?
Lavelle.
Awesome. What do you guys do?
We actually help people reach their physical and financial goals with 3 steps that work synergistically together as one.
Synergistically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tricky word.
Yeah,
They
so
provide energy, mental clarity, weight management, knee muscle support. I know Grant, I see him on a daily basis drinking the Starbucks cup. So asking him and you and yourself, how many people you know every day that are worn out, exhausted, and dealing with discomfort? About 10 people that you see driving past every day.
dude, Colby, let me ask you a question, Colby. Do you think I'm drinking that coffee, man, because I'm tired?
Exactly. I mean, who's not tired?
I'm not tired,
If
man.
you're drinking it for the taste, then that's great.
That's why I'm drinking it, man. It's a ritual, dude. It's a ritual. I got this ritual going on, bro. Mm-hmm. Because you've seen me go days without drinking that stuff.
Yeah, but I've also seen you drink 5 in a day.
Yeah, I mean, dude, 5 don't make you any more energetic than 2, okay? These are 4-shot espressos. Okay, 4
But you're
shots.
drinking all day. With Thrive,
I mean, I remember
You're down
Justin
to-
came over here. Justin had 2 of them.
and he
He
just
tried
started
to do
getting
2. The guy was like,
I remember I had 3 with you in a day before, and that was like, I was like, dude, I got to
have
stop. I was
5
getting
by
sweaty.
1. 5
Sweaty
times 4 is
palms.
20 shots of espresso. Yeah, so Colby, dude, are you on Cardone U? Let me understand this.
negative. I'm just a brand promoter for Lavelle, and just
You a
an
voyeur,
entrepreneur.
man. You a voyeur, man. You a voyeur, man. Our mastermind. What you doing just freaking on the sidelines, dude? When you going to get committed to yourself and to me, man? Let's take that number 2 company to number 1 and take Uber over, bro.
Exactly. Well, we're actually 4 years young, and we are actually have a 700 million people on our fan page, and we're reaching out to everybody.
700
every single day.
million? What?
Yes.
Okay, what's the website
years
again, man?
young.
What's the website again, Colby?
It's KelbyDixon.Lavelle.com.
ColbyDixon.Lavelle.com. Okay, that's awesome, dude. I got to take some callers that are on our program. I appreciate you calling in. Now, look, man, Colby, man, if he's got 700 million people on his website at Colby.com/.
That ain't even real, dude.
I don't think that's real, man.
700
Dude, that's a
million,
complicated website, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Uber is simple. Uber.com.
Yeah.
I dropped the app. But I don't know. Dude, I need you guys that are on our program calling in. Problems, situations. This show, every Wednesday at 2 p.m.
It's a mastermind,
is
man.
about where you find your answers, man. I want to be your coach, man. I want to be your mentor. Dude, I want to get you guys to another level so I can get to another level, right? You're hanging me up, man. You guys are holding me back. You're holding me back. Because when you guys fly, what happens to me? When Jared starts chopping some sick wood down, what happens to mine?
You got wood for the fire.
Dude, I'm like, let it roll, man. Because Jared becomes a product of me. He becomes something I'm proud of, man. I'm like, man, Jared's doing great. John's doing great. Hey, Vaughn's doing great, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's worth more than money, man. The money will come, okay? So look, do you know your sales cycle? Inside and out. Does your internet department know that sales cycle? Does the service department know the sales cycle?
And do you consider yourself a professional? Because if you do, you're in Cardone University all day. Dude, you got to get at least 4 segments a day. At least
6
4.
to
We
8,
do
man.
6.
Don't even lie,
We do
man.
6.
Don't lie. Why
man.
you lying, man? You
We
get
do
6,
6.
man. You like
We do
doing
6.
6 push-ups, man.
Yeah.
You do 6 push-ups, you still gonna be fat.
What's more
okay?
important, doing 30
Do 60, dude.
Doing 30 push-ups in one day or 6 push-ups a day every day of the week?
I do 6. I mean, if you're only gonna do 30 in a week, do 6. Do 6 a
every day, right?
You know. But look, man. Why don't you do 6 twice a day? We don't charge you guys because you use it.
Yeah.
I don't understand you. You know, we get the same amount of money from a guy that uses it as a guy that doesn't use it. It's all there, man. There is nothing that I have done in my life that we have not dropped in this platform. Closing material. I don't care how good a closer you think you are. I'll pay for your program if I don't show you closes you've never heard from anyone anywhere. Gittimer, Tracy, you name them, dude, all the greats, okay? I got closing material that is the sickest closing material in the world. From closing strategies all the way down to closing exact closes you can use in different situations. How to stay motivated. Okay, I'm not talking about walking on fire. What are you going to do, man? You're going to pour coals through your freaking apartment and say, okay, tonight's Wednesday, let's do it, man. You don't need to do that, dude. All you got to do is go get a segment of me. What is it? What is you concerned about? Inspiration? What are the topics on 100 Ways to Stay Motivated?
Oh, man.
Just
Goals,
click
goals, 10x, magnetism, purpose, potential, time management, self-esteem,
self-energize, magnetism.
follow through. Man, dude, all these things.
It's like
man.
you got different problems. Maybe your problem's not jacked up. Your problem's is, what are my goals again? See, that's motivation, right? Motivation comes from a lot of different places. Personal development. What do I need to develop on right now? Okay.
They're looking at this right now.
Oh, they can see that
Right now, yeah.
Okay. So I can make this bigger too, right? What is my potential, man? You guys that are making $4 and $5 million a year, I don't know how you live on that, but you're making $4 or $5 million a year. Let that sink in. You're making $4 or $5 million a year, and you're like, I'm a shit. I'm all this. You know, I run this place. I bank $400,000 a month, dude. Dude, what's your potential? Okay? I don't need you bragging about how much money you make to yourself, by the way, because you would never do that in public.
No.
So that's just some conversation you're having while you're taking a dump in the morning. Oh man, I'm so good, man.
You think you got slippers on in the morning? Or do you think he's barefoot?
Probably he's making $4 million.
Slippers.
He's got
Probably
some slippers. Probably got
yeah.
his initials on them too. Okay.
In some type of prestigious font.
You know, yeah, exactly. So you're like, or maybe not. Maybe you're in your wife's slippers. You know, and it says,
maybe.
What are those slippers? Those are like
Mrs.
Okay. And you're like, I'm the shit. I'm all this. I'm that, dude. So what, man? What's your potential, bro? There's people that make $4 million in an hour. You bragging about making $4 million in a year? Huh? Serial, man. What's your potential? By the way, maybe it's not about money. Have you helped your church, your community, your neighborhood, your uncle? How about that? How about that drug addict freaking nephew of yours that went to treatment, got out? You don't even know where he is or how he's doing, man. What about your potential to reach out to people, man? What about doing better job with your kids? I watched Donald Trump's kids last night.
Oh my God, isn't that awesome?
Like, look, even if you hate Donald Trump, you hate his guts, dude. You can't hate Melania.
Yeah.
She came to this country legally, man, and made a freaking life of it here in the United States of America. 5 languages. English is her 5th language. And the other night she talked to 20 million people. She's a mama, man, and a model. Okay? Watch her, any of the sons. Watch Tiffany that just finished college. Literally 2 months ago got out of college.
If you're a parent today and you've got 3 or 4 kids and they all came out well,
Man,
that's an accomplishment.
That's sick. That's sick, man. My 2 kids come out anywhere close in the neighborhood of how these kids hold themselves. That's an accomplishment. So in that program, in motivation, we're talking about your potential, right? Okay? Go back to this. Can you go back to this, John? So maybe that's not your problem right now. I don't know what your problem is. Fuck, I don't even know what my problems are most of the time. Because it changes, right? 3 hours ago, if you'd have heard me hammering this guy in the internet department, okay? Now I'm doing something different. So throughout the day, go to Cardone U and get what you need. So for instance, I might pop out of this. Okay, I'm gonna pop out. Oops. I'll pop out. I'll show you here in a second, even though you still see it up there. We went to blue. Okay, went to blue. So look, maybe I need closing strategies because I got somebody coming in at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and I know they're going to be a payment buyer or a price buyer. They're going to be a competitive buyer, somebody else, or they haven't yet made the decision. So you go to your closing strategies, study them before they get here, not after. After, you're going to study based on the problems that were created. Before, you're going to anticipate in the closing strategies what the situation is. So if you go to closing strategies, I'll click on it. You got a computer already. It's not like you got to go get another piece of equipment. Okay? And then let's say I got a customer coming in. I'm like, what? You don't want to study all closing right now. You want to be like, what kind of customer do I have? I got a guy that's going to stall me. Back to me. I got a guy that's going to stall me, okay? There are 17 different stalls. How many do you know? I wrote them and can't remember them. Right? Think about it close.
Look, you didn't create this, in fairness, you didn't create this to be something that you went to once. And that's important to understand. Like, this is something you have to continue to come back to every day. It's like the 50th time you hear this video, you'll understand it better than the 48th. And better than the second.
If you read this book one time, and the second time you read it, you don't get anything from it the second time, it's not because the book. You didn't change. Education should change you. It should change you, okay? If it doesn't change you, it didn't work.
And study I was listening to something the other day when BD was in here.
Yeah.
And he was saying, he said, study is education with the intent of applying.
Yeah.
So it's not just it's not just watching something. It's doing it with the intention of actually applying it when you're done.
Yeah, it's like the guy says, I didn't learn anything new from that book. Dude, that's because you didn't,
learn
every
anything,
time you read it. You should be able to read this book 50 times. You should be able to watch that close 50 times. The unavailable party close, number 2. You should be able to watch that 50 different times. 50 different times. It's the same 17-second video.
Yep.
You change. And because you change, you see it different.
Yep.
So look, this is what this program is for. Look, we want to help you in every way possible, right? The more times I look at this ad, attention business owners, shame on you for missing sales. Look, your company lives and dies by one thing, sales, and you're missing them unnecessarily. Today, you're having to hire a sales team and have them produce it at high levels can seem like impossible. But it doesn't have to be. My name's Grant Cardone. I'm a New York Times bestselling author of 5 business books.
This is good, man. I like this.
You may have seen me on TV turning businesses around. For 30 years, I've been paid millions of dollars by some of the most successful sales organizations in the world to do one thing, increase sales. And now I want to do that for you, and I want to do it for free. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com. It's tired. If you're tired of missing sales, go to tiredofmissingsales.com. I'm going to give you free setup with a multi-million-dollar site, a free consultation. I'm going to solve one problem for you that could increase your sales by 100%, and I'm going to do it for free. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com.
Dude.
Tired! Are you tired?
If you sick and tired.
I'm going to tell you something else, folks. If you're not tired, then something wrong with
You've already given up.
Dude, shame
Yeah.
on you. If you're not going to this program every day, shame on you. Colby that called in earlier, dude, shame on you. Shame on every person out there that's not investing in themselves to make sure their money's right, their technology's right, their motivation's right, and you got the strategies. David from Poland. Got David from Poland.
From Poland. David was welcome from Poland.
Hi, Grant.
Hey.
Hi, Jared.
Hey,
David,
brother,
how
how
are
you
ya?
doing, man? Good to have you on the show today. Are you on Cardone U?
Yeah, I am on Cardone U for about 2.5 months.
What has happened for you, David?
Yeah, the content is absolutely ridiculous, and for me, it's very new stuff. But my biggest challenge is because I really procrastinate a lot. I watch your content a lot and do nothing with it, so the effect is very bad.
Yeah.
So I have to say that my biggest challenge is I want to do things perfect, and instead I do nothing.
Yeah. Dude, so here's the deal, man, okay? All of you out there, the perfectionists. I mean, Jared knows what I say about it. It's just a fancy word for procrastination. Okay? And procrastination is a fancy word for you don't want to put yourself at risk, man. Just do the deal, man. I don't care how you do it. Like me reading this ad.
Yeah.
We've been playing this ad out. I got more done doing this with the audience.
Yeah.
Take whatever you have, man. Whatever the universe gives you, whatever challenge, whatever problem, take it as the gift. Do people understand what I mean when I say that?
I don't think so.
So in this case, okay, David, when you know that you procrastinate, right? Dude, that's your indication. Do it anyway. Do it anyway until you don't have a problem with it. Like the Indians, there's a story that Indians, when they used to do carpets, they weave rugs and stuff, they would actually weave in an imperfection. The Native American, they would weave in purposely an imperfection to as a sign to the gods. I'm not God. You are. I'm not perfect.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And they would weave in something imperfect. When I saw that, I was like, dude, that's good, dude. That's good. They gave me permission, man. Permission to write my books with errors. Okay, to do my programs and they're not perfect. I got permission from that thing like right away. I'm like, dude, I don't need to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know? And I've never sewn a
Hey,
rug.
Grant, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. No, you got it perfect though? Is the question going to come out perfect?
I haven't heard you, but I'm working for a insurance company, and it's actually a good company, but I'm trying to figure it out how to create imagination of insurance as something really sexy, because when I starting talking,
Dude.
really-
Okay, so I got it, man. Look. I love that. You made a commitment to make insurance sexy, man. What program should he be on? What should he be looking at? What
Dude,
material?
you need to be looking at the sales process. The sales process right here.
And scripts. I would say the sales process and scripts, because if you can do what I'm doing with this ad, you'll make your insurance sexy.
And if you look under the presentation, what you're going to see here, David, is there is a course here called Features, Advantages, and Benefits. And really what you want to do is you want to take that before state where the person you're talking to is now, and the after state, which is where your product's going to take them, and then your features, advantages, tie those two together.
Yeah.
So
now, that being said, okay, that he's telling you the right thing. You also need to think about what the customer's doing. That's under customer
understanding the buyer.
understanding the buyer. Hey man, insurance isn't sexy, dude. You don't have to buy the insurance. Okay, I know you don't want to confront the fact that you're gonna. It's gonna happen. Nobody wants to talk about it. Let me show you what we put together here and why you want to give it time.
Initiating all the buyer-sensitive issues.
All buyer sensitive. That's under all the price material and understanding the customer. So that's how I would tell you, David. You got to get in there, dude. Dig in there. You got to recommit, bro. If you're watching 4 segments, kick it up to 10. Okay. If you guys aren't freaking like you're like.
And again, like David, you got to watch this every time you watch a segment of content. You got to watch it. And figure out how it applies to your deal.
Dude, I'm running out of veins, bro. You guys got to be poking around, dude. Like I can't even find a spot to hit. I'm in between my toes. I'm in the back of the knees, man. I'm in my groin. Hey, man, look, I got little pock marks everywhere. Y'all either in, you out. That's it, man. You either in, you out. That's what the program's for. This was a gift from the gods for you guys. If you're on Cardone U every Wednesday, 2 p.m., there's a mastermind. It's designed to motivate you and educate you. Where do you go in the program, okay? Jim, Washington, D.C.
Jim.
Or Washington, the state.
Yim.
Hello?
Yim.
Hey, Grant, what's going on, man?
Yim, good to have you, Yim.
Yeah, hey, my name is James Marango. I'm a
James.
25-year-old entry-level salesperson that just graduated. And hey, man, if content is king, attention is God. I believe it.
Content is king, attention is God. So the first thing in any sales cycle, folks, is you got to get their attention. This is Dale Carnegie used to say, which I'm not.
I just read that book.
Yeah. So Dale Carnegie said, hey, man, pay more attention to them than get attention. In a sales cycle, okay, I do this to Dale. Okay.
Spin them around.
Dude, you got to get attention first. You're speaking on a stage. I'm going to go do a gig tomorrow.
Friday.
Where am I going to be?
Buford,
Georgia. Okay. First thing I got to do is get their attention.
Shame on you.
Dude, I'm opening with that.
Hey, Grant.
Yeah.
Grant, I got a quick question for you, man. I'm just entering my first sales role for a business development representative at a very hot company right now. I'm just wondering if you had any tips for a salesperson that's going to be starting out in his field. Obviously, in the next week, I'll be starting, and so I'm just looking for some tips.
Dude,
or advice,
are you on Cardone U?
From a professional.
Are you on Cardone U?
No, hey, I just heard about your book on.
What's wrong with you, dude? What's wrong with you? Hey, dude, I got one tip for you. I got one tip for you, okay? Here's the tip. If you try to do sales today in the 21st century without Cardone U, this is for everybody listening. You try to become a salesperson, a professional salesperson without Cardone U, you just soon go jump off the freaking ledge of a 20 or 30 story building because you're freaking, it's stupid, okay? At least you die faster. You guys are gonna get dragged, like back in Louisiana, they drag people like behind trucks, man. They're like, oh, I watched the guy do that, man.
You used to do that.
Dude, no, I never did that.
You said, I thought you told me that your brother had you behind a truck and you were trying to drag behind the truck.
We did it on boats, man. We had these little flat bottom boats, man, and we dragged people. This guy was dragging him down the road while the boat's in the water, and it's crazy in the bayou. So, Jim, dude, don't try to become a salesperson without the freaking information, dude.
I'm in the process of buying it right now.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need you in the process. I need you to freaking pull the trigger, man. Blow your brains out, bro. Get in.
Hey,
okay?
And I want to give you a
Now, here's the other deal. Let me just tell you this. Imagine trying to be a bartender without ever freaking going to a bartender class. Imagine being thrown into some bar, man. It's
And not
a
just
bar.
any bar, one of those ones where they're flipping the things around and cocktailing it. And
Or how about this? Waiting tables without ever knowing where the plates are. Where do I get the freaking silverware? What do I do with the silverware?
flying
What
a
side does it-
plane without ever having
I don't
sat-
even know. Do
you know how many buttons
Let's
there
just
are
keep
on
it
that thing?
simple,
Dude.
man. Okay. How about a gun, man? How about using a gun for the first time, man? You got one in your bedroom. You think you know where it is. You don't know whether it's loaded. You don't know how to. Dude, you don't know anything. Like who would do that? But they do it in sales every day. You guys are freaking stupid. Stupid and irresponsible, okay, to even go into a sales deal. 5 years, man. 5 years. I was in a
brutal.
sales job and nobody told me, dude, you don't know what you're doing.
You know, I was talking to Heath on the way up to this meeting, and I was saying, man, I remember when I was in sales, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I was so bad when I first started working for my dad. I remember I was going and I was trying to see how many days I could go without spending any money because I was broke and I didn't know how to make money. And
Dude, rather than, hey man, I got a problem. Shame on you. Joe from New York City. Every Wednesday, folks.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.,
2
dude. We do a
p.m.
mastermind free for everybody on Cardone University and Cardone On Demand. Over 21 million videos viewed. Joe, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's going on, Grant? I'm actually from Binghamton, New York.
Oh, right
That's
on.
good, man. I'm not going to hold that against you, man.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, I'm actually a successful salesperson. I'm making about $100,000 a year the past 7 years, and what I'm actually doing September 1st, I'm jumping ship and opening up my own insurance office. I want, if you have any advice for me. I'm not in the Grant Cardone University. I know it's the first advice you're going to give
Well,
me.
the first thing that I would look at is if you were making $100,000 a year for the last 7 years, you need to look at what you were doing incorrectly, because your income should increase every year. Because really, where you're at, if you were making $100,000 a year, you're at a flat line. Like if you're hooked up to machines in the hospital and you got a flat line, that means you're dead.
Yeah, dude, we got to figure out how to get you supercharged, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you something. What's gonna happen? Your income could possibly
Go backwards.
go backwards.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I know that. It's that to go backwards to go forward. That's why I want to come off the market fast. I'm going to be with MetLife, and I'm going to be opening up my own office. That's why I'm jumping ship, because I want to have unlimited potential. With this job I'm at now, it's all about inbound calls.
That's good, man. I mean, look, you need a rocket ship, bro. You want to be in a vehicle that can go a long distance and can go fast and can make you a lot of money.
Yep.
But you also have to be the rocket ship. Okay, I don't know. Everybody wants to be the rocket ship, but nobody wants to pay the price. Like Mayweather, he'll pay the price.
Yep.
You know, Ali used to say, man, I hate the gym.
Every
man,
single day I spend training.
I love being a champion, man. I'll suffer for a minute to be a champion forever. See, most business people, entrepreneurs, particularly with social media. Joe, thanks, man. Thanks for calling in. And good luck, by the way, on your new career, dude, if I can help you anyway. I want to mentor you guys. I want to be there. You guys, push you guys every freaking day. You need a punch in the head, man. Okay, you need to get cold cocked.
Shame on you.
Dude, you need to be told, hey, man, $4 million a year, how you live on that, man? How you even live on that? Is that I don't know what message you need to be told. You need problems with cold calls? That cat getting ready to go do insurance, dude, he's gonna run out of family pretty quick. This is what happens to network marketing people. Network marketing people, they run out of their family. They're like, yeah, I got all eight of my brothers and sisters. All 8 of my brothers and sisters, my 8 brothers and sisters, man. We all on the program, Allah. We all on the program. We on the program. Well, yeah, but they don't have 8 brothers and sisters. You sold them all. So the 8 people you got nobody to get. Because you hadn't figured out how to get the 80 people you don't know. You feeling me? You putting it out?
You feeling it? Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Jim, Juice Box, New York City. What's up, Jimmy?
It's
What
the
is the
juice.
Juice Box?
Use.
How you doing?
Use. What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say thank you. I'm on Cardone U. Got played with the millions as well. Just been eating up the follow-up course, and I'm looking at a text message right now, just learning some of those different strategies you had in the follow-up course.
So you got a text message.
It's going to be a closed deal for me.
You got a text message from who?
From a client I've been trying to get a meeting with for the past 6 weeks. I just keep following up, and I started, layering, stacking my follow-up like you told me to, email, phone call, text, right? Get 3 touch points.
Hey, let me ask you this, Jim. Have you done any videos yet?
No.
Dude.
I've done it for other clients, not for this
Videos?
client, but I do use the video, the personal video.
Dude, that is
screen
magic.
cap,
One of
personal
the tips that we give in the follow-up course, We give about 5 like lethal secrets about how to use different tools and techniques to increase contact rates, and that one tip will increase response rates by 400%. I promise you, it'll be the most powerful thing. Make it a policy. We do it after every call, every presentation. The sales team here, they're required to go out and shoot a quick video. Thank you for taking the time.
Go ahead, Jim. Did you have a question though?
Yeah, my question really was balance. Like, I have a career in outside sales, and then Juice Box is a marketing agency I started to help professionals and local businesses develop their marketing presence online and get more customers. And so, how do I balance? The other one pays the bills. This one's gonna pay for my future.
Yeah, what I would do, man. What I would do is
well, first of all, your second flow should never interrupt your first flow,
or it should feed your first flow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I talk about this in the Millionaire booklet, man. It's called symbiotic, right? The clownfish and the amoeba. Not the amoeba, but anemone. Oh. The anemone and the clownfish. They
don't get involved here, John.
Symbiotically. They live symbiotically, right? They serve one another. Mm-hmm. So I would tell you that the first flow this is what most people do. Mm-hmm. Most people have a job. They go get another thing, Juice Box, or whatever, Beachbody, or whatever, right? Or Nerium, or Amway, or whatever the deal is. Mm-hmm. They get a second flow, and they get all their people from their first company to move to Nerium, but they don't move Nerium or the network marketing company back to the first flow. Yeah, they're greedy. They don't keep the flow going both ways. Now imagine if a battery in a car. Damn, I know some shit, man. Imagine, is there an alternator? Is it an alternator, the battery? The battery has 2 posts, positive and negative. Yep. If there was just a positive, if the flow didn't go back and forth, there would be no charge.
Has to close the loop, close the cycle.
Yeah. So I would just tell you, when you get your second flow, Jim, don't think about balance, dude. I mean, think about flowing back and forth. Flowing people to me. Flowing people to Facebook.
The strategies from my one company back to my other company, and they want to promote me to the national sales manager. So I guess it's going back and forth, but I'm just worried.
No, dude, don't worry about it, bro. What you want to do is anytime you got a problem, bro, add something. Add a third flow right now. You worried about those 2 things, man? Go take on a third thing.
I like it.
Okay? Every time I got a problem, you know what I do? I'm like, get me another problem. Rather than shrinking away, dude, I'm like, add something else. It gets my attention off this one little thing, gives me something else to play with.
Fear comes in when you have too much time to think about it.
Dude, oh my God, how am I going to make time for this? And then I got that. Dude, go.
Compression of time brings the best out of people. Pressure, time. I mean,
That's why all these big Independence Day movies do so well. You know, when they're coming in from another world, everybody pulls together because they're like, shit, I thought the Russians were a problem. I thought ISIS was a problem.
I thought it was
those guys. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I hope that helps, Jim. Appreciate you, man. And congratulations on being on Cardone U. Janice from North Carolina. Hey, Janice, how is North Carolina going to vote this year?
Hello.
How you doing, Janice? How's North Carolina going to vote?
How it's going to vote? I don't know, but it doesn't matter because neither of the politicians are going to save us, so it really doesn't matter who gets in.
You're right about that.
She's on the right
You're
train.
right about that, man. So what's going on?
So I am on Cardone U. I just got it a couple weeks ago. We have a storage shed business where we actually sell the sheds and carport covers, RV covers. And I read somewhere, because I've been watching you, following you, and I do believe that we're going to get into some financial trouble with the economy, and it's coming quick. I read somewhere where a Lexus dealership in 2009 was suffering in their sales, and what they did was they went and they carried cars out to the resorts and to the golf courses and let the members of the golf courses drive the cars to improve their sales, and they never suffered any from the recession. So I'm wondering, how can I take that same philosophy to our storage shed business, because we can't load up storage sheds, but how can we take that same philosophy and get our product out to the public rather than waiting for somebody to come to us?
Well, here's what they did. Lexus is a retail model. People come to them. So what they did is they disrupted that flow. They still have people coming to them, but they added something else to it, which was going out. So you got to find that thing that it disrupts what you're currently doing.
We
It's
were trained in
different.
that company, by the way.
Yeah.
In that article, just so you know.
So
they're on Cardone on demand.
So you need to think about ways that you can actually go out and do things differently. If you guys are just waiting for incoming calls, find out who you can go out to see.
And what
Find out
could you
type
bring?
of
What could you bring to them? Okay,
Yep.
I don't know your storage business, but what could you bring to my office in Miami, Janice? Like,
It's Janet, actually.
oh, Janet.
Janet.
Janet. Okay.
I guess, my thought is videos of satisfied customers showing where they had their storage sheds set up and their carports set up, and actual samples of, we've got some actual samples, pictures. The other thing I was thinking about was calling landscape companies, because they're out with their customers, and also maybe HOAs to see if we can go in and do a presentation for their homeowners.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
How big's your storage box?
Anywhere from 10 to 10, and then we can actually do actual buildings from like 20 to 60 or 100
Yeah.
by 40.
So look, let's just say. I mean, I'm thinking about something more visual and creative, right? So I
Like
don't know,
a
maybe
like
a
a
little
pop-up
pop-up
book.
box, a little pop-up box. They get it, they open it, and they got stuff like those little dial boxes.
You know, like those books
know?
you open with the kids' books, where you open the page and it
Yeah,
pops up out
dude.
like
It
that.
pops up, and I could mail those out as direct mail, and have it, have each one labeled their name on it, and have their stuff in it. Your lawnmower. Oh, I don't-
Shock and awe is shock and awe.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I don't know. I mean, you got a great thing. I love the storage business. People will pay more for storage than they will for almost anything.
And
To
they don't
store
even
stuff
realize
they
it,
don't
yeah.
even like anymore, but they don't want to get rid of it. So
In the Cardone U, since I just got it, what is there? Do I just start from the beginning? or is there
prospecting.
specific segments?
You're looking for prospecting and cold calling content there.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to look for prospecting and cold calling content. Then when you start actually getting a full pipeline, you're going to be like, oh, I got to present to somebody. Like your offer, your little pop-up box, if you did that in direct mail, there needs to be some pricing material in there.
Yep.
Hey, it's free for the first month. It's free. It only costs whatever. I don't know. It's got to be some call to action. Text me back. I'll give you a quote. Like, you got to get aggressive at initiating people's issues, right? Mm-hmm. And then maybe following up with a phone call. So you can literally be in 3 or 4 parts of the program, Janet, in the beginning, just for this one issue that you have.
And that's really the beautiful part about the program, is you can jump around based on your needs. Tomorrow you may need to get motivated because you're like, man, I haven't been winning a lot lately. I need to get motivated. I need to get excited. And then you're in the motivation piece. Or maybe you're doing great and things are going well and you want to take it from good to great, drop into top traits of great salespeople and figure out how you can throw some gas
or
on the fire.
maybe one of your partner gets scared about the expenses. You guys are spending more. I'm not talking about money either. I'm talking about you're spending more time there and maybe a little more money on your outbound direct marketing. You're trying to market to people, and your partner there. Yeah. Your partner's there like, oh, we're spending more money than we need to right now. Then you need the personal finances that says you ain't going to save your way through problems. Now, Janet just gave you an example of a company that went through 2009 selling Lexuses because they reached out to their clientele. Because that company said, hey, we refuse to get smaller. Okay? We're going to spend energy and resources and time.
And creativity, no money.
That doesn't mean money. It means we're going to drive out to people and take long shots. Okay? All right, so every Wednesday.
All roughed up, smacking
Every
yourself.
every Wednesday, man, we do these masterminds. I'm glad I got to spend some time with you today.
It's good having you, man.
Yeah, we want to help you.
Yeah.
We want to help you. This program is so in depth. If there's something in here that's not there for you, if something you can't see, something you're not getting, all you got to do is hit me or Jared at grantcardone.com. You can hit me at gc@grantcardone.com. What do you want in there? What do you need to see more of? Okay, I want to help you. I want to sign up your friends. I want to sign up your uncle. I want to sign up your mama. I want to sign up everybody you know. You know them, I want to sign them up.
So I want to give some shout outs real quick. We've
Shout
had
'em out,
Stephen
man.
G365, great content. Nadez Hadadaha, look forward to this webcast. Thank you, GC. Leilani, hello, Uncle GC. Tibogo, Joseph, we on. Steve G, what's up, Uncle G, locked and loaded. Dylan Beamer, I need to get more Kangen water machines sold, next level hydration. Tigran, thanks for addressing my question. Cardone U, in the sales process, there are 13 steps I remember by heart. Mr. Cardone says the question is how I use or may replace the 8th step when I'm cold visit. It's about the service walk. Disregard that step for you.
Yeah. Look, there might be pieces in a program you're like, well, I don't know what he's talking about there, or that doesn't apply to me. Yeah, it probably does apply to you. How could it apply to you is the question you should ask yourself.
Steve G365, G&J, truth be told, CU is the bomb. No walking on coals, but literally igniting the fire within.
Need tools, folks. You got tools, baby. You got a weapon. You got a tool. You got something to throw back at the enemy. You're still in the fight, baby.
Yeah.
The moment you look around, you're like, no knife, no hatchet, no car,
no weapon,
I got no gun, I got nothing. You running, dude. You're like, I got shoes.
That boy's a running fool.
I'm out of here. And all of a sudden your hamstring tightens up and you're like, damn, man, now you out. You know why? Because you didn't prepare. You didn't prepare, so the hamstring went out. The last thing you had was to run, and you couldn't even do that. Man. Why? Because shame on you, man.
Shame on you.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, Young Hustlers. Thursday. Friday, Cardone Zone. Man, Mac Daddy Cardone Zone Friday.
Be a good one.
And next Wednesday, back to the Mastermind.
2 p.m.
Every
East
day
Coast
we give you
Standard
something.
Time.
By the way, Network Marketing Moguls on Tuesdays, Mondays is Power Players, Wednesdays is G&E Show, dude. Every day we give you something,
Dude,
man.
if you want to catch something hot, come
Every
to
day
GCTV
we give you
at
something,
noon.
man. We got a real estate show we've added, shows that we've added recently, John. Book show. We got a book review show.
The Rise.
We got The Rise.
With AP. We got
Dave Frangione's doing Rockstar. Dre all day.
Business.
We got so much. Grant Cardone TV, by the way, we have an app now. Grant Cardone TV. Grant Cardone TV. GCTV. MyGCTV.com. MyGCTV.com. Close the Sale app is on sale. Close the Sale app is on sale. Closeorlose.com is the website. $99. 99 bonies for an app that you own forever. And by the way, I give you a text message every day.
Dude, drop in, get something that you can't get anywhere else. Grant Cardone's playbook.
You can't buy this on Amazon.
Nuts, right here. Big 400-page book. You got 8 programs in here. You got $5,400 in value. It's like 70 hours of content. Video, audio, books, everything that you need from the beginning to the end.
This isn't about money either, by the way. This is really about prosperity. So what do you want? You want 1 million units? You want 1 million fans? It was harder. I told Jared just the other day. It took me longer to make 1 million fans on Facebook than it did to make $1 million.
It was harder, yeah.
But it's 1 million. So now I'm looking for 10 million. How do I get from 1 million? You got to know how to build that pipeline out so you can have what you want in your life, whether it's money, fans, support, investors. I don't know what you want, okay? All right, thanks a lot.
All right,
Appreciate you being here.